Hello, my friends, and welcome to WDW Radio Live. I am your host, Lou Mongello, and this is the WDW newscast for Wednesday, January 21st, 2015. Appropriately enough, it's National Hugging Day, and if you've never listened to the show before or never met me in person, you probably don't know I'm a hugger. Come to a meet of the month in Walt Disney World. I'll show you what I'm talking about, but I am here, as I am every week, with this live broadcast and the podcast and videos and events and books and audio tours and everything else to help you have the best possible Disney vacation experience and bring you a little bit of Disney magic if you can't get to the parks as often as if you like. So whether you're planning a vacation or you love the history, details, stories, top 10s, Imagineer interviews, whatever it may be, please subscribe to the podcast in iTunes. Check out WDWRadio.com and also join us every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern right here at WDWRadioLive.com. And I also want to say big thanks to all of you who have joined WDW Radio Nation. If you want to help support the show and get bonus content, some extra rewards along the way, please be part of WDW Radio Nation. Visit WDWRadio.com/support for more information. But let's get right into this week's Walt Disney World news. If you are a local or if you've been to Walt Disney World and tried to go to downtown Disney in the last couple of months, there is a lot going on there. Progress, my friends, takes time. Be patient. But what we are starting to see is that we are seeing not just a lot of construction going on, but also getting some announcements in terms of new retail shops that have been announced that are coming to downtown Disney, primarily in the Pleasure Island area, or the former Pleasure Island area. So some of the new storefronts that we're going to be seeing is Apex by Sunglass Hut, which is going to have sportswear and activewear sunglasses. The Art of Shaving, grooming goods, which I am going to have to make a research trip to find out why my 5 o'clock shadow appears at about 9:30 in the morning. Chappelle Hats is going to be some headwear. Erin McKenna's Bakery NYC, which sounds a lot like Baby Cakes NYC because it basically is gluten-free, vegan baked goods that are also pretty darn delicious. A lot of people very excited to see that name coming back. Havaianas are flip-flops, including a place where you could make your own flip-flops. I'm curious just for the experience. Sanuk has distinctive footwear as opposed to the non-distinctive footwear. And Sound Lion is going to have headphones, earbuds, speakers, and other music products. I can see my credit card doing some serious damage there. We don't have a specific opening date for those locations as yet, although expect some signage and some construction going on pretty soon. Obviously, this ties into the recent announcements of restaurants in the landing area like the Boathouse, which I'm totally digging. Love Steve Schussler and his creations. Morimoto Asia needs no explanation as to why I love it. Me and my sushi go hand in hand. And STK, the steakhouse, those are expected to open later on this year. So going from downtown Disney or Disney Springs, as I should say, going there to Epcot Center, the Epcot 2015 Flower and Garden Festival has announced the new concert series that is coming starting March 6th and running through May 17th. There are going to be live performances every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 5:30, 6:45, and 8 o'clock p.m. And those shows, as I'm sure you know, are free as they are included with your theme park admission. The Disney Parks blog announced the lineup for the 2015 Garden Rocks concert series, subject to change without notice. March 6th through the 8th, Gin Blossoms. I was going to sing Hey Jealousy, but you trust me, you don't want to hear that. March 13th through the 15th, Pablo Cruz is going to show you that love will find a way. En Vogue, come on, retro 80s, free your mind. Starship, we built this city on rock and roll. The orchestra is going to star former members of ELO, Evil Woman. April 10th through the 12th, come on, people. The Village People will be back April 10th through the 12th, and I mean the real Village People, or at least their later versions of such. April 17th through the 19th, John Cicada is going to tell you it's just another day. The 24th through the 26th, the Guess Who, and May 1st through the 3rd, Taylor Dane is going to ask you to tell it to her heart. on May 8th through the 10th. I'm so excited about the 80s acts. The Little River Band is back, and May 15th through the 17th, they're going to close it out with Herman Hermits starring Peter Noon. I am Henry VIII. I am. This new concert series called Garden Rocks is going to replace the former Flower Power concert series, which really had acts more from the 60s and 70s. You see now they're starting to sort of transition more towards my level of classics, which is the 70s and 80s. And again, the Flower and Garden Festival is going to run from March 4th through May 17th. I'm so excited, not just for the music and the flowers, but because now it's like a little mini food and wine festival as well. Nice segue, Lou Mongello, because the 2015 Epcot International Food and Wine Festival dates have been announced. It is going to run from September 25th through, get this, November 16th. You know what that means? You have 53, count them, 53 different days to enjoy all the cuisine, wine tastings, live entertainment, beer, food, special events, and the more than 30 marketplace kiosks featuring food and drink and culinary delights from all around the world. There's also going to be signature dining experiences with famous chefs, exclusive menus, seminars, tastings. Obviously, the Eat to the Beat concert series is going to be coming back with musical acts from the 70s through today. Obviously, more information is going to be coming out soon. I cannot wait. It really is the most wonderful time of the year, the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. I will be back again covering it because it's what I love to do. Bring your stretchy pants, get your gift card, and maybe I'll do another walk. It's been a couple of years since I've done a walkabout during the Food and Wine Festival. And this is a great day and a great evening because I'm talking about my favorite subjects in Walt Disney World, and it's about food because now the Swan and Dolphin has announced their 6th annual Food and Wine Classic, October 30th and 31st. It is a 2-night outdoor, honestly, by every sense of the word, a festival with 40 locations featuring food from the hotel's award-winning restaurants as well as wine from 30 different wineries. There's live music, a beer garden with local and seasonal brews, seminars, chefs, beverage experts, lots more. I will tell you, this is one of my favorite hidden treasures in all of Walt Disney World on the calendar year because so many people don't know about just how good and how special the Swan and Dolphin Food and Wine Classic is. You can find out more by visiting swandolphinclassic.com. I'm curious for people who are in the chat room watching live, how many of you have been to the Swan? First of all, how many of you have heard of, well, if you've listened to the show, you've heard of it before because I talk about it every year, but how many of you have heard of or been to the Swan and Dolphin Classic? I know I met a lot of listeners on the Causeway last year as I was covering it, and by covering it, I mean eating my way around it. Love. Beatrice Feeney says, I've been twice. I love it. Peyton Spear has been. A couple other people saying they've been there as well. If you haven't, I cannot recommend it highly enough. And you know what? Make a weekend out of it. Spend a couple of nights at the Swan and Dolphin. I promise you, you will fall in love with the so incredibly comfortable heavenly beds that are the staple, really, of the Swan and Dolphin Food and Wine Classic. I am excited just at the idea of talking about it, so much so that I want to end right there. I want to end on a high note, but just one last quick note. If you are coming to visit Walt Disney World, specifically Fantasyland, in the next or near future or long-term future, they have just opened up and started sort of beta testing the new interactive queue. And if you haven't seen it, it looks very impressive. Finally, over at Peter Pan's Flight is going to make those waits a lot more bearable, more importantly, a lot more enjoyable. As you wander through the Darling's home and nursery, you'll see Tinkerbell fly around. She'll sprinkle you with pixie dust. You can interact with your shadow, much like Peter and Wendy did, and interact with your shadow with the playing the bells and some fairies and some butterflies. Really, really nice. Very, very well done. I am looking forward to heading out and checking it out myself. But that is really it for this week's Walt Disney World news. So I want you to tell me, we're talking about the Food and Wine Classic and the Food and Wine Festival, Flower and Garden Festival. There's always something new. There's always a special event going on at Walt Disney World. Simple question this week. What's your favorite? What's your favorite special event in Walt Disney World? Tweet me. I'm at Lou Mongello. If you're watching leave a comment over at youtube.com/WDW radio, or you can also call on a voicemail at 407-900-9391. A couple of quick housekeeping announcements. Don't forget that the WDW radio... The WDW Radio 8th anniversary is going to be Saturday, February 7th, 2015. It's basically really been 10 years since I started podcasting, but we're going to celebrate the 8th anniversary of WDW Radio with a day of just sort of hanging out with you, my extended family. We're going to eat, play games, meet, enjoy each other's company. We've got a couple of things, some fun activities planned. Maybe record an 8th anniversary show as well. Tickets are still available, almost sold out. We have just a few tickets left. You can visit wdwradio.com/8 for more information. And also, please visit wdwradio.com/support to find out how you can be part of WDW Radio Nation, how you can help and give back to the show and get lots of exclusive bonus content, merchandise, access, special events, products as well. Nothing is going to change on the podcast and what I've been delivering to you. This is just a way for you to show your support, be part of WDW Radio Nation, and get some extra bonuses along the way. I am so very grateful to each and every one of you for taking the time to tune in, whether it's live, in your car, on the treadmill, at your desk, via YouTube, wherever it may be. Thank you so much. Please join me again next Wednesday at 7:30 right here at WDW Radio Live. Subscribe, and please rate and review the podcast over on iTunes, and be sure and check out WDWradio.com for our blog, discussion forums, photos, contests, and lots more. I am Lou Mongello. Thanks so very much for watching. So until next time, have a great week, everybody. See ya.